So starting off with some swatches for you guys. First up from left to right on each picture or video is Bitter-Reddish Brown Matte, Discreet a soft dusty mauve matte, Framed a light neutral matte satin, and Bones and Oyster satin with pearl. And I will have all of these listed down below, so let me know if you guys like this type of swatching. Next up is Flame, which is a bright orange with gold micro glitter, Grasshopper, a metallic emerald with green micro glitter, Fastball, a metallic peachy pink with pink micro glitter, and Grip, a taupe matte with iridescent micro glitter. Next four is Low, which is a brown matte with iridescent micro glitter, C-Note, a frosted green with micro glitter, 1985, which is a metallic fuchsia with fuchsia micro glitter, and Deep Deadbeat, which is black satin with iridescent micro glitter. Next up is Crowbar, a black with golden metallic pearl and micro glitter, Arctic, a bright teal with tonal sparkle, Underhand, a burgundy brown satin, Beat Down, a deep metallic violet with blue micro glitter. And the ones that I've been pointing at are the ones that I had more issues with, and I would suggest using them with Fix Plus, which I mentioned in my review. Last is Delete, a deep chestnut brown matte satin, Robbery, a deep metallic brown gunmetal, Harlot, a metallic lavender, and Pandemonium, which is metallic plum with iridescent micro glitter. Hi guys, so I have a review on the Vice 4. I'm super excited about this one. This palette is worth $59. I know every year they come out with a new one ever since they started coming out with the first Vice. They used to have the boxed kind of palettes that I actually unboxed because I hated the boxes. But I absolutely love palettes like this where it's just individual. You can open it and you can travel with it. So I absolutely love the holiday palettes. I have all four of the Urban Decay Vice palettes itself, except for the LTD one, just because there were so many shades that were repetitive or from other palettes in that one, so I didn't want to like double up on shades, you know. So this is what the Vice 4 looks like. I absolutely love the packaging. I feel like all of their packaging is absolutely beautiful. Out of the three Vices, I feel like they just really did a beautiful job on 2, 3, and 4. 1 is just kind of like pretty plain. You can tell that they were just starting out, and now they've really like gotten into being super creative and making something super beautiful. So I absolutely love the packaging on this and how holographic it is, and it changes like shades like that. So I'm going to go ahead and open it and show you guys what it looks like on the inside. These are the shades of the Vice 4. I do wish, just to let you guys know, I do wish that the names were a little bit more visible. They use a deep purple as the shade of the font, and I did not really like that just because it's kind of hard to see. If you look at some of their other palettes, the other Vice ones, you can definitely tell what the names are right away because they stand out like this, and that was something that I did not got hair in my face that I did not like about the Vice 4. So that was one of the downfalls for me. It's still a very beautiful palette. I really like that the mirror stands up on its own. I do wish that they had still continued doing this kind of one where you hit the button and it flips up. So they haven't done that on the 3 and 4, but they did make them thinner, so it's a little bit better for traveling, and they also included a bag for traveling as well. The bag on this one is absolutely beautiful, and I should probably have that. I totally forgot to put on my backlight, but the bags are absolutely beautiful. This is the one that they had for number 3, and this is the 4th one. So I absolutely love this. It says Urban Decay, and then over here it says Beauty with an Edge. The bags fit them perfectly, and you can travel with them. If not, you can always use them as beauty bags, so I really enjoy those. I did go ahead and share a post on Instagram with all 4 of the palettes, so I'm going to go ahead and insert that picture here so you guys can kind of tell the difference of the shades between one or the other. So as you can see, none of the shades repeat, none of the names of the shades repeat. I feel like every shade is very different. Some of them might look similar, but they are different. Slightly by a little undertone or different, you know, a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, shimmer, matte. So you're not getting any of the same shades in any of these palettes, which is something that I really like. So of course, with all their palettes, they do bring one of these little brushes. And there's my camera. But I never use these. I don't really feel like they're super like really great quality or anything like that, so I'm not really fond of these brushes. I do, however, love the shades in here. I have to say I did create this kind of like fall inspired look using this whole palette, and that tutorial will be up either before that or after this. But I absolutely love the shades in here. They are absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Urban Decay does such a nice job at pigmentation, and you can't ever fall with them. There are a few shades that I will say have a lot of glitter to them. Urban Decay is known for making glitter shades, but I feel like if you use just a little bit of Fix Plus on your brush and kind of wet them, you won't have any issues. That's what I did with Crowbar, which is this shade right here. It does have a lot of fallout, and it's not really that great when you swatch it on its own. It is pigmented, but as you can see, it's just not, it doesn't look as beautiful. Once you wet it with like Fix Plus and use it, that's exactly what I have all over my eyelid, you will definitely see that the shade just pops and just like becomes more alive. So some of these shades you will, like more of the glittery shades, it will be better if you use a little bit of Fix Plus, but for the rest of them, you do get that beautiful shimmeriness that Urban Decay is known for. Another thing that I really like about this palette is that this one actually includes more mattes. You have, let me see, 4 mattes in here, and you know Urban Decay usually only has like 1 or 2 in each palette, so I really enjoy that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of compare it to the other 3 palettes if you have them. I really feel like if you are a Urban Decay junkie, a Vice junkie like I am, then you definitely are not going to regret purchasing this one. If you don't really gravitate to using these palettes, then obviously it might not be for you. But just for me personally, I absolutely love, I'm kind of biased, I have a lot of Urban Decay palettes. Urban Decay is the brand that I own the most palettes of. So I absolutely just can't stay away from these palettes. I do, like for example, I didn't buy the LTD one because like I said, there was a lot of repeat shades in that one, so I wasn't really fond of that one. So as for the first palette, I feel like this first palette had a lot of bright shades, a lot of pops of colors. So this one had like a lot of taupe and browns, but then it also had a few metallic shades and a few pops of color like the blue and the pink. For the second Vice palette, I absolutely started loving their packaging here. This marble purple is absolutely beautiful. And with this one, I feel like it's more of a purpley cool toned palette, as you can see right there. So if you're really into cool tones, then the second one was really for you. And sadly, these are limited edition, so you can only probably purchase them off of eBay for a lot of money. And then for the third one, I really love the packaging on this one. It's kind of like the mirror effect with the name in green, and then the background, the back of it was green. They also started making them thinner, and this one doesn't pop up like the other two. The mirror doesn't. This is one of my all-time favorite ones that they've ever done. I feel like I really like the way they coordinated the rose. This is more like your neutral. This is like your green and your green and blue one. This one is kind of like a fall kind of row. This is like your cranberry row, and this is kind of like your smoky eye row. So I really, really love the third one because of that. And as you can see, the shades right there. So the fourth one, I feel like is completely different than the other 4. All the shades are completely different, and they're absolutely stunning and beautiful. Some of my favorite shades in here have got to be Flame, which is this absolutely beautiful, like orangey gold, just beautiful, kind of almost like, it almost kind of looks like maybe kind of like duochrome-ish, which I absolutely love, as well as the shade Fastball, which I'm gonna swatch, which is also kind of like a duochrome-y kind of shade right there. So I absolutely love, love, love these, and I absolutely love this. Also this shade right here, Bitter, is a great transition shade. It's actually the transition shade that I use in my eye as well. So I absolutely love Urban Decay. To me, it's really worth the investment because you're getting, like I said, a lot more for your money. You're getting 20 shades for $60 when a single Urban Decay shadow is worth like probably like $18 to $20. So here you're getting a lot of them to try out and to play around with and to add to your collection for a lot less money if you would buy them individually. So the value on each one of these is absolutely stunning. And Urban Decay never fails to impress me. Even the shades, like I said, that aren't that great, you can find a way of using them, and I absolutely love them. I don't know if I had already mentioned this. If I did, I probably will cut this out of the video, but the only thing I don't like about this palette is that I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can't hardly see the name because it's in a dark purple, and that is something that I really didn't like. I was like, does it have names on it? And then I noticed that the names were super dark. You could rarely see them. But if you look here, like on the third one, you can see the names really pop out, and in all the other palettes, the name really stands out. So I was kind of upset about that. That's the only downfall I say from this palette, is that I wish that the names really stood out, because when you're doing a tutorial or if you're talking about a color, you know, you want to be able to see it, and I feel like I don't like when you can't see a color or it's hard to see, and I don't understand why they did that so dark. So that's my only downfall about this palette, and that's basically it. Let me know if you guys picked up any holiday palettes, which ones you recommend. I have been picking up quite a few of them, and I've just been super excited for a lot of the palettes this year. They've just really been up my alley. So yeah, let me know if you guys picked this up, what your thoughts are, which are your favorite shades. I love you guys to death. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and until next time, bye guys.